Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Just want to mess with the audio just for a second, see what it does. Ooh. Might be what I need. Alright. Testing, testing, testing. I wonder if this is what it was. Because now I'm talking like actually loud and it's not doing anything. So if we go up. Testing, testing. What does it do? That's interesting. I'll have to mess with that a little more to see what I can do with the audio level. At the moment we're just gonna not mess with it. And then maybe knock it down a little bit. Alright. Because I want this to have a higher boundary so I can be a little bit louder, but not as scratchy, I guess. With that being said, we have about 10 minutes until we're going to start the race. You're watching ACS. Hi Eli G. Hi NASCAR. Enjoy NASCAR average. What's a good IndyCar garage setup? Honestly, I have no freaking idea. Alright. I don't really do any sort of tuning or anything like that. Hi, let's game. Yeah, I know your pizza party. Are you eliminated? Well, to put it nicely, you're not eliminated, you're just not racing because your car did not make the race, unfortunately, but you'll be back for Canada in 2 weeks. Let me chuck some of that stuff. I'm trying not to put away any spoilers because I did start my next year's chart for next summer series year, which I'm officially announcing, by the way. Is it IndyCar Pappy AI? I'm not messing with the Indy cars. So, how the points work with Bowman Gray is here are the cars that did not qualify or didn't make a start. They ended up getting already getting points out of this. If we go to, we don't need that sheet. We can chuck that over. If we go to our points or finishing positions, everybody who, let's say if you finished 18th, you technically finished last, 40th. It just basically flows you to the second half of the field, basically. So pretending like the field was split up in the top 18, or sorry, the top 28, and then the lower 16. If that makes any sense at all. I don't think it does, but what's a good free editing software? I just use a video editor on Windows. It's not great, but if you want to like just use the basic tools for editing, that works. My goal is to move away from that and actually do videos with actual legitimate like some sort of skill in the editing process. But we'll see what happens. So with that being said, we got about 7 minutes. I might start a little early. But here's the points at the moment. Some of the cars that um, did not qualify or were knocked out in the LCQ already have their points. Um, this includes the 7 car, the 9 car. I want to do like music crash compilations. That'd be kind of neat. I think one goal that I have is to add some sort of music to the background of my streams. Just something to keep people tuned in, I guess. You retracted the message. Change your mind on that? I think I understood what you meant. The 20 and the 22, the 36, the 54, and the 50, and the 77, and the 95, and the 98. All of which will not be making their start. What happened here? There's no points, whatever. I'll add that up. But yeah, basically, this is what the points look like. This is the finishing positions, and then I have another sheet that's not open right now, but it has the standings. So, with that being said, now that we have a lot of people, and it's roughly around the time when I wanted to start this, we're going to get right into it. What you do is you take your OBS and you chuck it over there. Okay, that's fine. Alright. This will be interesting. You basically obliterated 27 cars in the Indy 500. 9 cars were left at the end, and Ed Carpenter won. That's interesting. I've had races like that at like Dover and stuff where I just kind of take out like half the field. At least it feels like. Alright, 28 cars are prepared for the race. I'm just going to adjust my headset a little bit. I want to make sure I speak nice and clearly for you guys so that you understand what I'm saying. Alright, everything looks good. 80 lap race. 80 laps at Bowman Gray is way shorter than anything else. What the hell is going on? Give me a second. Let me fix the ticker. Ticker's fine, actually. I'm just gonna scooch it up quickly. Just adjust it. Scooch that up a little bit, and then caution. We're gonna fix that quickly. And the laps caution. What the heck's happened with the lap count? Oh, I know why, because it's on qualifying right now. So let's get into a race setting. It should fix itself, I think.
Drivers, to your cars.
It's almost fixed. Let me fix it. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright. Hopefully that does it. Let's go back to the live stream. Pop this over. You're gonna dip for 30 minutes? Alright. Running Indy cars at Bowman Gray sounds nice. It sounds like a catastrophe. Alrighty, with that being said, let's get into the race and let's start with our starting lineup. O1 Aviation is beside the pole sitter. Why is William Ayers in this race? He DNQ'd. What? What did I do? Ignoring that. I love when things just don't go right. Alright. He's in there, in there, in there, in there. What happened with... You know what? I think I got the wrong one. Yep, I got Bristol. Problem solved. Good thing I caught that, because that would have really screwed everything up. Alright.
Drivers, to your cars.
That's more like it. So, with that being said, on the pole is Caleb Dellinger. Another fast qualifying run for Caleb Dellinger. He ended up getting kind of involved in the drama with the 94, so we'll see how he does in this race. Beside him is Brady Thompson, who barely made this race in points. And then Gortz is in the second row, along with Philip Moore, who is beside him. He's the highest car who made the show via the LCQ. Then ON Aviation in the 34 is in row 3 beside Liliana Russell, another car who made it in on speed. Paintballer is in the 4th row beside the 94 of Marielle Abdelmalek. Further back is Jimmy Waffles in row number 5, side by side with Jesse Vaughters. Behind him is Ethan Trendler in the 19 for Ethan Trendler Racing, and the 44 of Johnny Quinton. Then Shades is next to Camden Ross. And then further back, we have Jackson Burgum and Tom Tittles. King Cawthorn, who won the LCQ, is beside Joey Hayes. Hugh Kyleson is beside Reagan. The 6th car is beside Bob Smith. Matt Kenzer is in the 3rd to final row, next to, looks like Bob Smith. No, make that Kylie Wyatt. And then behind them two is the 23 of Brysonton Rizzler, the 3 car of Luke Bowler, and then rounding them out is Austin Sieg and Lucas Faisal. What Auto Club track would be good for IndyCar? I say the 2018 one. That's the best one out of all of them. As I take a sip of my drink, how long do we got? We got 143 seconds, so let's get into a little bit more of this. This will be pretty interesting. Honestly, I'm going to expect to see a lot of beating and banging for the first couple laps. During testing for this race, I noted that there was a lot of crashes on lap 1, but then after that it either went and became a wreck fest, or they went 10, 15, 20 laps without any issues. So honestly, I expect it to go either way. It'll be interesting to see which cars in the LCQ will finish the highest. It looks like we have a couple of them which actually have a pretty good shot of winning, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if someone from the middle of the field ended up winning based off of how some of these testing runs went. A lot of the time, I was seeing races where the leaders would end up getting tangled up in something, or just general chaos, and someone random would completely win the race. So honestly, it doesn't matter where you're at in the field as long as you can just pick through the issues and not get dumped. Bowman Gray, this is definitely its last run here in the series. I don't expect it to come back, mainly for logistics, since it can only fit 28 cars, and also because it's a pain in the butt to work with to get some sort of balance of clean racing, entertainment, and then a little bit of chaos. It's just a hard balance that you can not really find here. So I think that this is definitely one of the tracks that'll be off the schedule for next year. With that being said, we got ourselves 38 seconds now. So we'll get our closing thoughts here before we take the green flag. 8-lap race. This should take us to the end of the hour, basically, closer to 9. Again, 80 laps go pretty fast at Bowman Gray. So even though it has the most laps, it is Even though it has the most laps, it will run pretty fast. With that being said, let's get to the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Here we go. Drivers pulling off to take their one and only pace lap here at Bowman Gray. Pace car leading the field. One of the only tracks on this series that has a pace car that sits in the middle of a empty track. Definitely unique. Coming off of turn 3 and now turn 4, it is the 30 car of Caleb Dellinger side by side with Brady Thompson. We take the green flag here at Bowman Gray. Down into turn number 1, side by side, but Caleb Dellinger lunges ahead. Now Gort's looking for second beside the 12 car, and look at Philip Moore now pushing his way in the middle. Just push that 12 car up the track. 3 wide now for third. 3 wide going into turns 3. Gort now takes over the second spot. But here comes 01 Aviation on the inside. Paintballer there looking to see if he can get behind this 3 wide battle, but he can't do anything at the moment. Down to turn number 1 and 2. All the cars braking hard. Trying to see if... Oh, and around sideways is the 976. Back in front of traffic. He hits Liliana Russell and Ethan Trendler. Caution flag is out. Lap number 3. All the cars scramble to take the caution. And more contact. Hugh Kyleson gets spun around after the caution. That is definitely Bowman Gray for you. Now all the cars got to find their way. Oh, the leader, Caleb Dellinger, is trying to find his way through this. We'll watch that get sorted out and get a look at what happened here. But Ben Shades was hit by a car and spun, tried to woe it up, and flew back in front of traffic, collected 2 or 3 other cars. They actually made it longer than I thought they were going to. Ooh, looks like he was hit by Jackson Burgum. Burgum was getting hit by Joey Hayes, but it didn't really matter. Burgum turned the 78 car. He tried to save it, was trying to woe it up, came back up, hit the 19 and the 5, both of them into the wall with the 94. 44 car gets damaged as well. Johnny Quinton, Liliana Russell was the one that spun around in front of him, along with Ethan Trendler. And then again, they make contact with the 10 car of Hugh Kyleson. What a mess. Well, first caution of the day. Let's get another replay of that while they sort themselves out, because they're not done yet. This is a mess for Caleb Dellinger as well, who had to pick his way through all these lap cars. Alright, let's speed up a little bit. There we go. Here's a good view. Oh. Went a little too far. Let's fix that. You see, you just got hit, and then he's just going way too fast and to the inside, and he nails him. And then there's where all that contact is for the rest of the guys and girls involved. Let's get a quick rundown of who's in the top 10. Stellinger, Gort, 01 Aviation, Philip Moore, Paintballer, Brady Thompson is 6th, Waffles is 7, Vodders is 8, Burgum is 9th, and Joey Hayes is 10th. We're going to go around and take the green flag, going on to lap number 10. Alright, green flag is out. We're racing once again. Oh, back in the wall is Brady Thompson further back. One Aviation loses a spot. Now side by side between Brady Thompson and Paintballer there for 5th. Brady gets the spot. Now on that inside, Philip Moore uses the outside lane to see if he can get some grip. He's able to make some ground, but he falls back now to the 34 car of Owen Aviation. Down to turns 3 and 4 comes most of the pack. Side by side, Joey Hayes and Jesse Vaughters for 10th. Joey Hayes is now going to take that spot, but Jesse Vaughters is hanging tough on the outside. Tom Tittles in 11th. Reagan in 12th. Hugh Kyleson is side by side with Liliana Russell for the 14th spot. Make that 13th. He gets it. Zooming back along the rest of the field. But it's Caleb Dellinger pulling out to a pretty impressive lead here on as we go to lap 14 now. He's going to eventually hit some lap cars if we don't get another caution. There's Gort. Side by side for third, Owen Aviation and Philip Moore. Owen Aviation looking to take that spot away. Down the front stretch. And you see the 72 car, Jimmy Waffles, is now into 5th. And it looks like in the following of that 72 car is the 84 of Jackson Burgum. Side by side here now for 8th and now 9th. Brady Thompson falling back along with Paintballer. They've lost a few positions already, and they're looking to lose some more. Now hung up on the outside. Caleb Dellinger is now starting to hit some lap traffic. How will this affect him moving through the field? Austin Sieg is our points leader, and he's actually in the 28th position. Not a really good spot. He needs to start making some moves or else he'll be in trouble getting hunted down by that 30 car. Rest of the field starting to string out just a little bit here in the top 10 and just outside the top 10. Oh, in the wall goes that 23 car just in front of our leader. Side by side in front of the leaders. That's Bryce Enton Rizzler and the 33 of Austin Sieg. Now, first car a lap down is that 23. As we scroll through the rest of the field, there's a battle for 16th. The 88 car of Camden Ross, the 71 car of Matt Kenzer, and the 44 of Johnny Quinton. Side by side with Paintballer and Ethan Trendler. And also side by side a little bit further up here, that's Jesse Vaughters in 8th and Tom Tittles in 9th. And then the 10 car, Hugh Kyleson in 10th. Now we're working lap 23. Now 24. Side by side, Bob Smith and Lucas Faisal. This is for the 23rd position. And King Cawthorne ahead of them. 44 car gets hung out on the outside, and he's going to go take that position away. Oh, there's a bump from the 1 car in the back of that 6. Now Reagan moves up to 13th. Oh, and a bump ahead of him from Jimmy Waffles on Tom Tittles. This is just outside the top 10. Getting into the top 10 now. Oh, look at that 30 car. Use up the back bumper of that 33. Now he's looking low. Trying to make the pass and put another car a lap down. Nearly 3 wide there for a moment as Brady Thompson gets hung out to the outside. Oh, that 27 car is using up the back of that 1. Juliana Russell up in 9th. Hugh Carlson up to 8th. Now looking to pass the 5 car. Jackson Burgum up to 5th. Owen Aviation is in 4th. Philip Moore is in 3rd, and he is now looking for 2nd, passing the 87 car of Gort. Now the 8 car of Kylie Wyatt's looking to go a lap down. There's a hornet's nest in front of him. Now 3 wide there. Oh, close. Matt Kenzer is in the middle of this whole mess. There's a big old mess in front of our leader. And I mean a big mess. There's Luke Bullard, 22nd. Lucas Faisal in 21st, now 22nd. Now 23rd. Bob Smith is now 22nd. How will our leader approach these lap cars? Will he take it slowly? He does have a bit of a gap, but also he needs to get through these lap traffic. He's definitely safe. He's got a nice cushion between him and the 17 car, Philip Moore. As we're closing in on halfway on this race. Oh, is he gonna get to that back bumper, that 78 car? Caleb Dellinger has put on a clinic today. Oh, but Philip Moore slowly closing in. He just needs to get by this lap traffic that's in front of him. There's a mess in front of him. Alright, let's get a look at some of our cars in the top 10 right now. We'll start up. So Dellinger. Oh no, contact! Dellinger gets hit and nearly spun around by the 44. He saves it. Comes back up in front of traffic. They nearly collide once again. And they keep going. Wow. Unbelievable. That was nearly big for that 30 car. So Dellinger's leading still. Almost lost it there. That's Philip Moore. And then it's Matt Kenzer. Or ignore that. Not Matt Kenzer. Gort. And then it's Jackson Burgum who's 4th. Jesse Vaughters is 5th. Owen Aviation 6th. Hugh Carlson 7th. Joey Hayes 8th. Tom Tittle is 9th. And it looks like now in the 10th position is Ethan Trendler. And 11th is Liliana Russell. This is just a mess of cars still. Further back. Whoa, Matt Kenzer, watch it now. Now Jesse Vaughters in that mess of cars. They're all getting together. What is this? This is just a mess of cars. A little more strung out for the top 10 and into the top 20. Oh, contact! Kylie White keeps it going, but they nearly wrecked. She got hit, I believe, by another car. And now there's a mess of cars coming down into turn 3. This is now behind our leader. But the second place car and on backwards is caught up in this mess. This is just brewing to have an accident. That's all I see. It's just an accident. Johnny Quinton caught in the middle. This is the battle now for 24th. And then there's a gap between the rest of them, and then our leader, Caleb Dellinger, is way ahead. He's now lapping the 19th place car. Diamonding down into turn number 3. There's Jesse Vaughters. Had a bad week last week, but was actually doing pretty well last few weeks. Oh, he gets pushed up the track by the 17 car. Now back into second place is 17, but not for long. Jesse Vaughters continues to hold off that 17 car. Now Philip Moore's in third. What a land rush into turn 3. There's Caleb Dellinger, her leader. Caleb is way ahead of everyone else. There's that battle for second. Philip Moore getting the back bumper of Jesse Vaughters. Philip goes high. Now, that 84 car, Jackson Burgum, looking to take the third position. Now he's in the fourth. Look at this pack of cars in turn number 3. Whoa, that 01 car pushed his teammate way high. He gave him the boot scoot boogie there in turn number 3. There's our leader, Dellinger. He just passed the 12 car of Brady Thompson. Just lapped him down. Now he's lapping down Bob Smith in the 4. He's been picking them off pretty cleanly, though. As we near lap 60, lap 59 now. Ignoring the laps complete, it's off by a lap. Dellinger now down to 1 and 2. Whoa, 3 wide. Oh, Joey Hayes. Oh, Joey Hayes. Oh, barely. That was nearly an accident. I was slurring my words. I thought there was going to be an accident there. It's a mess of 3 wide right there with that number 10 of Hugh Kylson, 01 Aviation, and Jesse Vaughters, who has been falling back now down to 7th. Getting passed by the 71. I think he's actually a lap down. Yeah, he is. He's in 6th still. Guess who's coming? Look at that. Caleb Dellinger now passing the 15th and 16th place car to put them a lap down. Now he's trying to pass the 14th place car. Down to turn 3, and now into 4. This has been a very impressive green flag run, that's for sure. I wouldn't be that upset if we had a clean race today here at Bowman Gray after the first couple weeks. Burgum now up to 2nd. Will he go 2 races in a row in the catbird seat? Or I guess that'd be 3rd. Would he go 2 races in a row in 2nd? That would suck. That's actually pretty good, though. Better than going 2 races in a row in 40th. I'd say. Here's the back half of the field battling down into turn number 3. There's been a lot of contact with all these cars in the back of the field. There's our leader. And where is the... Look at Gort. He's falling the whole way down to 11th, which is where the 30 car is now. Caution is out. Second caution of the day. And who is it for? Is it Bergam? Oh, slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Come on, guys. Caution lap 70 with 11 to go. What was our caution for? I have no idea. Oh, I found it. Reagan in the 20th position was hit by the 27 of Paintballer and spun around. There's your caution. He didn't really spin around the whole way, but it was enough to bring out a caution. So now we have a mess of cars to figure out. I don't even think we will figure this out. Where is our leader even at? There he is. We're on lap 73. This race has gone really fast. It's not even been 30 minutes yet. So Dellinger's there. Where is Jackson Bergam at? He's the whole way back there. Holy cow. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cars between them. That is wild. Pace car is out. We're getting ready to have a 5-lap shootout here at Bowman Gray. Dellinger is way ahead of the rest of the cars, so honestly, if he just keeps it out of trouble, he has this thing basically won. There hasn't been a single another leader, I don't think. Getting ready to take the green flag off of turn number 4. Green is out with 5 laps remaining. Dellinger leads into 1. There comes most of the rest of the field. If a caution comes out now, that is the race. 4 to go. Oh, a lot of contact back there with the... Oh, and around. Oh, and more contact. Kylie Wyatt goes around in front of the field. Big contact behind them. Oh, and up and over goes Kylie Wyatt. Caution flag is out. That is the race. Oh, and more contact. Hard in the wall goes Liliana Russell. And Philip Moore is involved. Calamity with 4 to go. Caution's out. That is the race. And I don't even know what happened. We just had someone flip over. We had a car just go head on into the wall. We're about to come to the white flag. We got to get this all sorted out. But Caleb Dellinger will be your winner. I don't even know what the top 10 is right now. Dellinger's first. Who is in second? Is it still Jackson Bergam? But he was involved in that accident. Oh my gosh, I don't even know who's in second right now. All of the all the White Lightning racing cars have been involved. That is the finish. Dellinger's first. Who's in second? Is it Gort? I don't even know. There's contact after the checkers here with a lot of people who were involved in accidents. Jesse Vaughters is sideways. What the heck is going on? I'm gonna have to check the standings after this. I honestly don't even know. Dellinger is obviously won. But after that, I really do not know. Let's get the replay of whatever happened. I think we're just gonna have to look at the standings after the race to see what happened. We got our flip, the one that I was expecting to have happen, and it was the 8 car of Kylie Wyatt. She had a little bit of help, I think, by Jackson Burgum, who was your second place car until the caution. I think she was turned around in front of the field, basically. It was a long wreck that was happening. There's her caution with the 1 car. Let's see what happened. I'm honestly shocked. This was brewing for a long time. We went a long time without an accident. Looks like they made a lap around and then around over here. So it started with Paintballer, who got into the back bumper of Luke Bowler. This was for 19th. Bowler's going to go around in front of the field. They save it, though. But then all these cars get hooked together. Kylie White gets spun around. The 23 car... Let's back it up just a little further. The 23 car of Bryce Senton Rizzler also gets involved into the wall. Reagan spins. And then Jackson Burgum piles in, Owen Aviation piles in, and then Camden Ross hits the 88 car, or the 5, Camden Ross hits the 8 car of Kylie White, and that just flips her over. I don't even know what to say. I want to get a better replay than that. I think the 8 car will give it, or 88 car will give us a good view. They spin, and they save it, and then the 23 in the 8 car, I think the 23 pinched off the 8. She just flips over. And then watch this. You can hear the sounds, but they get hooked behind her. That was Philip Moore going to the wall behind her. So then after that accident with the 8 car flipping over, they are 5 wide into the corner with Bob Smith, Philip Moore, the 87 of Gortz, Jesse Vaughters and Tom Tittles, and the 1 car, who has already spun around, by the way. The 4 car spins around. Can we get another view of it? Yeah, there we go. The 4 car gets spun around, and then what the heck? They get hooked together and just drive straight. Philip Moore backs in the wall along with Liliana Russell, and Philip Moore was in 6th. Now he's in 26th. What in the world? I've never in my life have I seen something so strange. They saved it, and then the 23 came up on the 8. And she's sitting there. And then the big one kind of happens. Oh, big hit there from Reagan and the 34. And then she just gets flipped over right in front of our leader, too. He's just back there. And then they just get together again, and then that's the big hit again by the one car. It's 2 for 2. So let's save this race. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I think that was brewing for a while. I think we had too many cars in that race by the end of it. For Bowman Gray standards, I think that they were figuring that they would clean it out at the end there. Well, how about that for Bowman Gray? That was like half the top 10 involved in that too. I'm gonna get a view. What does the standings look like? Everybody's a lap down, except literally the whole field is a lap down. How in the world did that even happen? And look at the standings now. Hugh Kyleson is in second. Mariel Abdulmalik is third. And so, what in the world? And then look at all the people who were actually involved in that accident who were actually in the top 10 at one point before that accident, and with 3 to go. Owen Aviation now 14th. Jackson Burgum, he was in second at one point at that restart, and now he's in 15th. Luke Bowler, he was spun out, now he's 16th. Liliana Russell and Camden Ross, they were up there. Now they're 23rd and 24th. Philip Moore was in second for most of the race. He's in 26th. Unbelievable, and people really scored on that. Hugh Kyleson was just outside of the top 10. Now is in second. And you're right, QXC. The 94 car, she might be our points leader now. It's going to be between her and the 33, but Austin Sieg finished 19th. But actually, Caleb Dellinger, he's going to get a ton of points. He was on pole. Most laps led, and he led a lap. So that's maximum points right there. He also might be the points leader as well. We might have to see what happens here between all of them. Tom Tittles as well. He finished 4th. He has a ton of points too. This could be pretty interesting whether or not who's in the points lead. It could be either the 30, the 96, the 94, or maybe the 33. That's more of a long shot since he finished 19th. But yeah, Paintballer, he was running really well too. He finished 18th though. I don't even know what to say. I thought if there was going to be a wreck, it was going to be a spin. I didn't think that they were going to pile up. I think it was because of the restart. The restart honestly just shuffled everyone up. There was lap cars in front of top 10 cars that were in front of other lap cars. And that ended up causing an accident that piled up all of the top contenders other than that 30 car. That was wild. I'm going to get the points out tonight, I think. I want to work on them because honestly, I'm curious. It's really unfortunate to basically all of the White Lightning racing cars. They were literally all involved in the final lap there, or I guess 3 to go. That was basically the final lap. Man, I had the race saved. I had that screenshotted. All right. Well, points will be out. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. I think I've already said everything. Highlights on the QXZ highlights channel. I'll post it on my community tab once I get thumbnails for all that chaos. It definitely wasn't the best race of the year, but it was definitely the strangest. So yeah, we'll move on to Dago, which is next. That'll be kind of fun. Yeah, 8 laps complete at Bowman Gray. Alright, we'll skip the rest of that. Now, we have a little bit of time left. I think I might actually talk about some of the point stuff. Let's take a look at this. What our points look like at the moment. Here's our point standings. Here's our finishing positions. Honestly, 96 car is definitely going to be points leader, I think. Actually, I don't know. 30 car is 42 points. The 96 has 45. I think that the 30 car might be able to actually take the points lead. But then there's the 94, who's right there, who also had a really good finish. I'm thinking we might actually have a really close points battle now, setting up for Talladega. Let's game. Next Roblox stream will be once I figure out what I'm doing a Roblox stream, because honestly I haven't done anything other than summer series this entire summer so far, and I want to eventually get back to doing some normal stuff. But until then, I'm getting this work done. But yeah, any thoughts and opinions? We can actually. I wish that Bowman Gray had better views of all of this. Yeah, let's game. You told me a couple times now. You got that. You got that new channel. You got that. Yeah, pizza party. I want to see where everyone was at when that caution came out, because I'm honestly surprised. That was at the end of the race. All right. So at the moment of carnage, Philip Moore was in 5th. Jackson Burgum was 3rd. And Hugh Carlson was in 2nd, but it looks like the difference between them, first of all, Camden Ross 23rd, Kylie White was in 21st. So I kind of was wrong about them. They weren't having a really good day. They were kind of just in the back there. Austin Sieg was in the middle of that. He kind of just ran into the wreck. But he didn't get damaged, so he was able to actually get a couple spots out of that. Owen Aviation, he was in 4th. Hugh Carlson, he got damaged, but he ended up staying in 2nd. And then Reagan, Jesse Waters was in 6th. I think he picked his way through to actually get a good finish. Where was the 5 car at? 5 car was 11th. She did not finish 11th. She finished way further back than 11th. But a lot of these cars got great finishes out of that whole deal. Interesting. Look at this hit here from the 1 and the 5. Oh. In the LCQ race, there was a similar accident, but that one actually kind of hurt just as much as the one with the 14 car of average sucks in the LCQ race. Another question I want to have answered: who was the highest finishing LCQ driver? If we go just to here, actually, I can just look at my screenshot. Let me go into the screenshot. Alright. Looks like it was King Cawthorn. King Cawthorn won the LCQ, so it makes sense, I guess. But he ended up finishing, in 8th. How do you get that game? If you have a PC, then you can play it. If you have a console, then it doesn't run on console. But you have to get it. You can either buy a disc, which is really expensive, or you can pirate it, which is actually not bad. Um, Obviously, some people don't like to pirate, but I don't see it as a bad thing when it comes to this game because this game is already modded, and also it it's a game you really can't get unless you pirate it. So you're gonna have to go and download it, and there's different YouTube videos that tell you how to get the game on your computer. So uh, I really recommend it. If you don't want to have the the this money spent on iRacing and you don't really want to have to deal with racing other people, there's YouTube videos. You can just type out how to get NR 3 and it'll show you how to do it. It'll give you all the links to all the information and everything. Um, so if you have a computer then and you want to play it, I don't mean a laptop. I mean a desktop, something that you can actually get a steering wheel for and actually play on. Um, it might work on laptop, but I've never tried, so I don't know. But yeah, it looks like out of our drivers who made it in through the LCQ, King Cawthorne finished 8th. He was the highest out of all of them, and then after that it was the 6th, and then who else was there? Oleana Russell was one of them. Bryce Fenton Risler, Philip Moore. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Quinton is up there. That's 4. And then 5, and then 6. So yeah, with that being said, points will be out. And like I've announced at the beginning of the stream, we'll be having a season 2 of this. There'll be a lot of changes before season 2 starts, and it'll be, a year from now, so I'll have a lot of time to work on it. I wanted to get this out early, and I'll probably start working on the cars and stuff for it as soon as September, basically, or as soon as this series ends. I'll start working on cars for season 2, just so I can get a ton of paint schemes out. But yeah, season 2 will be happening. I might take a break in between working on season 2 and ending this season. And also, I want to get back to doing realistic crash compilations again, and doing Roblox streams, and doing NR 3 streams. I want to get back to that a little bit. But before I can do that, I'm gonna keep working on this season 1 project of mine. So, with that being said, I hope you guys had some fun. I enjoyed it. The ending was kind of wild. I enjoyed that too. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. If not, that sucks, I guess. Hopefully you enjoy the next one. We'll see you guys in the next live stream or video, depending on what I do. Talladega is in 2 weeks. Hope you guys are excited for that, because I'm pretty excited as long as I can get the racing to be good. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Points will be out tonight or tomorrow. Highlights are on the QXC Highlights channel. And hopefully you guys can check that out too. Alright, that was fun. Hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and sleep well. That's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have fun.